Does it look like him a little bit?
Kind of, but I can't really, it kind of looks like it's evil.
There's the image in question.
Hello?
Hi, is this Alyssa?
Uh-huh.
Hi, this is Guinevere Patterson and Scott Patterson from Penumbra Paranormal.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Your dad gave us your number to contact you about the photo.
Okay.
Is Dustin around to speak with about it, or?
Yes, he's right here.
Okay, perfect.
Hello?
Hi, Dustin, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
Good. Do you mind if we record the conversation?
No, that's fine.
I am going to make a few notes, but if you just want to start off by kind of telling me your basic experiences, if you can recall anything happening that night that the photo was taken.
Like, afterwards, like, the other night, we just moved into our new place, and the other night, I thought that there was somebody in our house, because, like, the way our house is set up, our living room, and then, like, there's a little hallway in our bedroom, and our bathroom breaks off into that hallway.
Uh-huh.
And, like, all of a sudden, I hear something move, and, like, my dog was laying next to me. She, like, all of a sudden, something smacked the wall, and then I thought I seen a shadow moving by the doorway. I didn't even get up that night.
Oh, wow. Now, was the shadow, did it look like a human? Was it black?
I couldn't really see because it was everything, like, all the lights in my house was shut off, so
Gotcha.
I really couldn't, yeah.
Okay. So it didn't necessarily seem like a human shadow, but maybe just like a move of light or darkness.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Have you had paranormal experiences in your past?
Honestly, I think, but, like, what one did? Like,
There was one night that the ashtray was by the bed, and in the morning it was behind the door.
yeah.
Like, keeping the door shut.
Oh, wow. Okay, was this at the place where the photo was taken?
No, this is at our new apartment.
Oh, wow. And how long have you been there?
Like, 2 weeks.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me back up just a little bit. Have you ever had any experiences, like, did you ever play with Ouija boards, or did you ever try and communicate with spirits? Did you see anything as a child?
A long time ago, I used to hang out with this group of friends, and they would always play the Ouija board or whatever that thing is.
Okay.
But I was always too scared to do it. Like, I didn't want to, so
Right.
I stayed out of the room when they was doing that stuff.
Okay.
Well, that's probably smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it can't still affect you, unfortunately. That is the scary part about it. Okay, so from my understanding, Bobby had told us that you had a friend that passed away. I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you think that there's been more activity since that occurrence?
Yeah, probably.
Was it...
Like, before this, I really didn't even notice this stuff. And, like, the wall, like, where, like, behind me in the picture, only thing that I had on that wall was pictures of me and my girlfriend.
Okay.
And, like, she wrote me all these note cards saying, like, you're so helpful, and just, like, good little sayings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I had them hung up all over the wall. But on my other wall, the wall in front of me, I have a picture of Dylan's grave. That's my best friend that passed away.
Okay.
And I have a picture of him, like me, sitting in front of his grave. And then I had another picture of Dylan when he was younger, and it was hanging on my wall in front of me, too.
Okay.
So how old is this photograph?
Hold on, where's my phone, babe? It's from November.
Okay.
Okay, so it's fairly recent.
Yeah.
And when did your friend pass away?
He passed away on March 20th of 2015.
Okay.
Okay.
And I take it was tragic?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he into anything that might allure dark side at all, like drugs or?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he was into like video games, skateboarding, and stuff like that.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking like details about what happened a little bit, just so I can get a better idea.
Yeah, how Dylan passed away is somebody shot him.
Okay. Was it a person he knew?
Yeah.
And do you know what, I mean, there's never a good reason, obviously, but do you know if there was any, like, the person had a problem with them for some reason?
I'm not for sure. I know that, like, when everything was going down, like, I know that, it was his stepdad that shot him.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so.
That is terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
So did he have kind of a rough, was he living at home at the time?
Yeah, well, he was living at home with his mom, and then I guess something happened, and they broke into a house, and the homeowner came home, and Dylan got shot, and the homeowner got shot.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. Do you think that he had struggles at home before that? Did he, I mean, obviously, maybe not had a good relationship with his stepdad.
Yeah, well, they didn't like each other, so.
Was he kind of an abusive person? Do you know?
I'm not for sure, really. I mean, I don't know this guy.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. I just, a lot of times when there are instances of violence or anger or anything like that, it's being triggered by something darker, you know. How do you feel about the photo?
Honestly, I really don't know. I think, like, I was going through my pictures because my phone said low space, and I didn't really notice it until I was going through deleting my photos, and then I sat there for a couple hours and just looked at it, and I kind of think it's Dylan.
Does it look like him a little bit?
Huh?
Does it look like him a little bit?
Kind of, but I can't really, it kind of looks like it's evil.
Did he used to wear hoodies with a hood over his head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any photos of Dylan?
I think I have a couple, yes.
Okay. Have you seen the version of the photo where I tried to make it clearer so you could see what was behind you a little better?
Yes, where you lightened it up and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So, did that change your perception of it any?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I still really can't make out, like, who it is or anything.
Yeah, we're noticing that, well, obviously for one, there are definite features, but they're blurred. And the hand looks kind of bony or skeletal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But when Dylan passed away, he probably weighed let's see, I weighed 200 pounds, so he probably weighed like 150,
Okay.
160.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a very thin person.
Now, I noticed that you're holding up, like a sign. It looks like he is too, or that figure is. Is that something that he would have done in a photograph?
Honestly, he probably would have threw up a sign, but I kind of think that in the picture of whatever's behind me, I think they're holding a phone.
Oh, okay.
It does kind of
look like that. You're right.
Yeah.
And nobody was there with you?
No. Like, I lived at my grandma's house when that photo was taken, and when you go in the front door, it's like on the middle part of the house, and then you go up the stairs, and then you go through the room, and you shut my door, and I got 2 rooms right there, and I was in the back room by myself, so.
Okay.
Is there an archway door behind you?
Actually, No, it's not an archway door. It's just a regular sized door.
Okay.
It's a regular rectangle door.
Well, we notice also that in the first photo that doesn't have the image, that there's sort of a blackness behind your head before the figure appears.
Yeah, and like also like if you look at the picture where the figure is in there, if you look real close, it kind of looks like you can't see it, but it's like it looks like somebody's wearing a suit right behind me. Like there's more than one person.
Right.
Well, see, that's what I was talking about. Like I couldn't tell whether that was an archway door or whether it was like a person's shoulder in a suit or something. And that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
So I do think that's... Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy, especially, well, what I think, the thing that concerns me is that you're having activity at your new place. So...
And like my girlfriend was saying, that our bed, the way our room was set up, when you come out of our living room and take a right into our bedroom, there's like the bedroom door opens to the right when you're facing it.
Okay.
It's up against the wall. And our bed was to the left of us, and my ashtray sit right next to the door, like the wall that goes back. So, I mean, it had to have been picked up and moved behind the door.
That's what's alarming.
And if there was no one in the room, then I can't imagine how, in any normal way, it could have gotten moved to blocking the door.
Right, and it was literally halfway between each side of the door. It was a dead center of the back of the door, like on the inside where we was.
Okay. And this didn't coincide when no, this was just the other night. It wasn't when you saw a shadow or anything, right?
No, I don't know. It wasn't that night.
Okay. Do you hear any sounds, voices, anything like that within the apartment?
No, not at the new place, but like at my grandma's, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend said at my grandma's, she's heard my name a couple times, and like my grandpa told me a story a long time ago, but I don't really think it's true. He said that because they lived there for what? How long did they say? Yeah, they moved in like in '81, so that's way before I was born.
Okay.
And my grandpa said when he walked in, he always knew there was a ghost there. He said that he seen the ghost standing in the living room next to the stairwell, like where the stairs go to the top floor.
Did he tell you if it looked like a human ghost?
He said that it was just a lady standing there.
Okay. Is the house an older house?
Yes, it is really old. It got, I forget, mortar walls, I think they're called. Yeah, it's an older house.
Okay. Huh. Well, that could have something to do with it, honestly. The thing that, we're just trying to get some more information and actually speak with you and let you know kind of what we do. I'm a medium, I'm a sensitive, and I actually do communicate with spirits and kind of also have the gift of discernment, so I can discern whether it's a normal human spirit or an inhuman, more demonic, negative attachment. And so it's kind of like I'm just trying to gather enough info to make a good call on your situation.
Right.
And then, we investigate further. But what the thing that does concern me is the hooded appearance, even, and that's why I was curious whether he wore hoods up over his head and things like that. The moving of objects can be concerning. And do you find that anything comes up missing at all?
Not really, I don't think, but now that we speak about like him wearing a hoodie, I think when he passed away, I think he was wearing a black hoodie.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that he was.
Okay.
I got pictures of him when he passed away, like of him in his coffin and everything.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, when he passed away, he did kind of have like a little bit longer hair. It probably came down to probably about a little bit, almost to his eyebrows, probably.
Were you like best friends? Were you close?
Yeah, we was really, really close.
Okay.
He was basically like my brother.
Because the feeling I do get is that, right off the bat, is that he left obviously tragically. Was young. It was on an unexpected death, and he probably is still earthbound. And if you were close with him, he's looking for some semblance of, okay, trying to get your attention, trying to let you know he's still around you. And if you think a lot about him, you probably keep that, him near.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think about him every day, I did everything with him. Like, there was not one day that you didn't see me and Dylan running around and hanging out and stuff,
Yeah. Well, I think that's honestly, I don't know, just the feeling I'm just now getting is that I do kind of feel like it probably is him. The only thing I worry about is that there is a darkness attached to it all.
Right.
And that sometimes can hold human spirits and kind of make them prisoners in a sense, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know how spiritual you are or religious. I mean, do you believe in God, or do you, what are your...
I've read the Bible a couple times.
Okay.
And, I pray a lot. And when I got locked up for a while, and every single day and morning I would read the Daily Bread and stuff like that, so...
Okay. Can I urge you to pray for protection and for his protection?
Yes, I actually do that.
Okay. Because that's sort of the feel I get. A little bit about my history is when I was 14, 15 years old, my first boyfriend, he had a best friend who was into gray magic. And I had never once thought about spirits or anything like that much, in my life. Didn't know much about it. And he conjured up something dark, and it followed me and my boyfriend at the time for years. And eventually it led to him committing suicide and his dad committing suicide.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I do know a lot about the dark side, and that's what I'm telling you, that I think that your most powerful tool in this kind of situation is prayer, for protection and all that.
Yeah.
And also for your friend's soul, because although he was taken tragically, these dark things like to basically infiltrate any tragedy that occurs and try and take over. So that's just the feel I get, not to alarm you or scare you or anything, but
yeah.
I kind of think he's trying to reach out to you for help. And maybe that's what all this is about.
Right.
Okay. Well, let me go over, thank you so much for allowing us to record this and
You're welcome.
kind of get a better idea. And we're going to go over what we have. And in the future, once I kind of do more meditative work, would you be willing to maybe do some sort of FaceTime or Skype session recorded with us to, use on our page or anything like that?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate your time, Dustin, and
You're welcome.
I hope you guys are happy in your new home and continue to have good things occur, and that, if there's anything negative, that it clears out. I'll definitely say a prayer for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Good talking with you.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
I think that there is something dark that is following the whole dynamic of it.
Right. It seems like if they're like, I really think it's strange that after seeing this image blown up like this, that he can't identify the person.
But yet he wore a hoodie.
Right. As being anyone other than Dylan.
A black hoodie.
Yeah.
But it's also like the most difficult thing to discern when it's a
black hoodie. Exactly.
Hold on, let me just make some notes based
No, that's
on my
fine.
feelings right now.